we're going to be doing a one weight workout. So we have one weight, but I also have a band. So this band is just going to add a little bit more resistance and up the difficulty level just a little bit. So you can add this to the workout if you have one, or you can decide not to use it. Either way, it doesn't matter, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our warm up. Ready? So we're just gonna do a side tap out. So let's go ahead and add an arm out to the side. Also, get that shoulder warmed up. Taking it out. Okay, let's do the other side. So first we start with the side tap out, and then let's add the arm. That's good. Keep going. Almost there. Now we're going to squat down. We're going to raise up onto the toes. Squat down, raise up. Good. Keep going. Lift up nice and high. Reach up through that belly. Get down nice and low. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and just take one leg back. So nice little tap back. So the weight's up here, so don't be leaning back, okay? Almost fell. So the weight's still up here in this front leg. We're working the hip, just trying to loosen it up. Okay, and then we're going to switch sides and back and forth. Good. Nice. Okay, so we're going to go heel, toe, heel, toe. So heel, toe, heel, toe. Again, working that hip joint, trying to loosen it up. And then we're going to switch sides, heel, toe, heel, toe. It's just a rotation of that hip. That knee goes in and out. Excellent. Okay, we're just going to do a side tap with an arm wave, side to side. Good. Just lifting those arms as high as you can comfortably. So they don't need to go way the heck over your head, just at shoulder height. If they naturally go up a little bit higher, that's okay. Good job. Now we're going to go heels to hiney. So heels to hiney first. Get those legs started. Okay, let's do a chest press. Okay, now we're going to push across. Okay, chest press. Push across. Chest press. And push across. Excellent. Now we're going to do a front kick. So we're going to stay with that leg. One more. And we're going to do the other side. Kick. Nice. Okay, let's work that waistline a little bit. Let's start with just a gentle rotation. So you don't have to like flop yourself from side to side too fast. Nice and easy. Okay, big circles with the hips. Big circles. Good job. Okay, let's go the other way. Big circles. Okay, we're going to do side bends. So first, we're going to do side bend without moving the hips. Okay, we're just moving the torso and moving down through just right above the hip bone. Okay, and now we're going to add the hip, and we're sticking the hip out. So the difference there. Got it. Warming that area up. Good. Okay, so now we're going to do some wood chops. So down we go. And we're lifting up one heel to get a nice rotation to the back. And let's do the other side. Up and down we go. Can you get all the way through? Oh, that's a good one. Okay, we're going to open and close those arms all the way across. Get that chest. Good job, keep going. Okay, now we're gonna go at an angle, so we're gonna go like up, and you can bend your waistline here too, because I'm bending my waistline. Trying to get my angles here. Okay, one more. Okay, hands down at the bottom. Okay, pretend like you have oranges in your hands, and we're rotating the shoulders forward and back. Good. And that's it. Okay, shake it out. Alrighty, so we're going to start. So we're going to start by first putting that band on. So I like to put it above my knee just because it is a little bit safer up there and gives me a little bit more action, you know, give me a little bit more ability to move. It is a little bit harder down around your ankles, so depending on your band. But one of the things you always have to remember is to keep it taut. So if you get too close and your band is too loose, then it's just going to fall down. So you always have to remember to keep it loose enough. So I've got to reach over here real quick and grab this. All right, so everything we do is going to be alternating probably because we're doing 3 rounds of our exercises. And we're going to start with a squat to overhead press. So basically, we just need to keep the band far enough apart that it's always going to be a little bit tight. Try not to buckle those knees. That's the objective of having that band on. So we're going to reach down, pick it up, change, touch, and up. So we're just going to alternate back and forth. You can change at the very bottom if you want to, and bring that back up. And that way you ensure that you go all the way down. Please try to remember that you're not just bending over, that you're getting into a squat. Okay, so stop looking at me and pay attention to like right out in front of you, and don't bend over and look between your legs. We're just doing the squat to an overhead press. It's a good beginning exercise. And then when you squat, you can feel those legs separate. Okay, so we're going to do an alternating press back lunge, so a reverse lunge. Okay? And we're going to do, what are we going to do with it? Press back lunge. And I think we're going to do a row with it. Okay, so I'm going to do a row on the opposite side. Here we go. And then change, row, change, row, change. So if you find yourself doing your row on the same side as the leg that's going back, and it feels okay, just go with it, okay? It's not going to make that big of a difference. Might work your waistline a little bit more, I'm not sure, but I just don't want you to be off balance so much that you're going to tip over. I'm doing opposite leg because it's more balancey for me, okay? Doing a row and a step back. All right, and then our last one is going to be an alternating side lunge with an upright row. So we won't go real far as a side lunge because we have the band on. So we'll just take a little step out to the side. Give you the other side. Side lunge, upright row. Switch, upright row. So the upright row has a straight wrist, strong wrist, and that row comes up above the collarbone, okay? So it's not like this. So it'd be the wimpy arm, okay? So if you are doing that, maybe your weight is too heavy. So you might want to pause, go get a little bit lighter weight for this one. I need a straight wrist, and I need that weight to come up. It's kind of tucking it behind you just a little bit, okay? All right, so now we're going to do them again. So let's set that weight down, shake out those hands, and we're going to go through it 2 more times, okay? For 9 minutes, so all together. Okay, so we go down, and then we're going to bring it up. Okay, so squat. I bent over, didn't I? Shame on me. And bring it down. Squat. When we go down, and then up. Good. Squat. And up. Squat. And up. So it's kind of nice. Up we go. Changing sides each time. Make sure you get that squat in, that booty's going out back, okay? You should be able to not even feel this in your back because your squat's so good and so low, okay? Nice flat back. Alrighty, so we're gonna do that press back with the row. So I'm gonna take my right leg back, I'm gonna row with my left arm. That's how I'm gonna start. Bend at the knees, bend at the hips, getting ready to go. So here we go, back, switch arms. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, so it's almost, what, 15 on each side? So about 14 on each side. That was really good. So you get plenty of reps in that 45 seconds that we work. All right, so same arm, same leg. So we're here, upright row. Switch hands, upright row. So if you're not counting your reps, unless we're doing something really awkward, like when we have to do, say, that tipping bird, anything that requires a great amount of balance, or jumping up and down, getting down off the floor and back up, you do a lot of reps. So never beat yourself up for not getting a ton of reps in, or making it through the whole time, because usually a set is anywhere from 8 to 15 reps. If your weight is heavy, then you might only get 8 reps in, okay? So that's not bad at all. All right, one more round of this. So you want to be able to do it. When you're getting a lot of reps in and maybe you're not getting sore enough, then you need to, number one, check your form and look for ways to maybe make that exercise harder by, say, adding the band to your exercises if you don't have heavier weights. Otherwise, I'd say maybe it's time to get a heavier weight. But maybe you have to modify because maybe one shoulder is bad and you can't use the heavier weight on that shoulder. Then maybe you need to write down the exercises and just lengthen it, or just really think about your intensity while you're doing this exercise. And then that way, you're gonna up it just by thinking about how hard you're doing it, making sure that form is perfect and not cheating at all while you're doing it. And that's gonna make you a little bit more sore when you're really thinking about, am I pulling back? Am I pulling my abs in? Am I getting my leg back as far as I need to? Am I breathing properly? Am I switching my weight like I should? You know, there's a bunch of different little things that you can do to make that exercise perfect, which will up the intensity of it for you. So, lots of different ways without increasing the weight, if you can. Like, I got a bum elbow right now, I gotta work on that. And I can't really increase my weight until I get that elbow fixed. All right, last one, side lunge. I'm gonna go this way this time. Just for fun. Just to do something different on that last round. Okay, ready? So here we go. Up, switch, up, switch, up, switch, up, switch. Good. Now, you know, you could also use a different type of weight. You could use a sandbag for your weight instead of a dumbbell. That increases the difficulty of the move because a sandbag likes to flop around. So you really have to work with a sandbag to get perfect form. You can use a kettlebell. Learning how to manipulate a kettlebell correctly is also tough. You're probably thinking, God, Joy, shut up. All right, I'll be quiet for a second. Let's get a drink of water. Perfect. All right, so this whole next set is going to be on the mat. All right, so now we're going to do the second set. It's all going to be on the floor. So we're going to be doing a bridge with a clam with an alternating press up. So you're going to be passing that weight above your chest. Then we're going to flip over onto our hands and knees, and we're going to do a fire hydrant, which is off to the side. So it's the little lift to the side. So we're going to do a lift and then a row, and we'll switch. Lift and then a row, okay? Seems like a lot. It is. And then we're going to turn back over, and we're going to do a sit-up with legs up, and then we're going to open our legs. So there's a lot of action going on during this one, okay? So get the exercise, think about it, do what feels right for you, even if it's not what I say. As long as you get a bridge and a clam in there, you can leave that bridge up the whole time. If you want to, you can make it go up and down. Everybody's rhythm sometimes a little bit different. Do what you need to do for you. Okay, so I'm going to try to do a bridge and a clam and then take it to the other side. So here we go. Up, out, in, down, change. Up, out, in, down, change. Up, out, in, down. Oh gosh, change. Up, out, in, down, change. Now, you can go faster. You can bring it all the way over and down on the other side. You can leave your tush up the whole time and just go in and out with your clam. But when you go out on your clam, make sure that you roll out with straight ankles, okay? Don't bend at the ankles. Okay, so we're gonna get on the hands and knees now. Okay, so this is alternating. You're gonna wanna put that weight in between your hands so that you can grab it from either side. So I'm gonna do this side for clam. So, the fire hydrant, then I'm gonna do a row. Other side, and a row. Other side, and a row. So it's opposite sides. But if you find yourself doing same side, and that feels okay, then go ahead and do the same side. It's not going to hurt anything. We just try to do opposite sides because, it just works upper and lower, one after the other on opposite sides. So there's, not necessarily a method to that madness, but sometimes there is. Okay, so now I'm going to get back onto my back. Really didn't need to take that with me. Okay, the weight's going to come at my chest. Okay, I'm going to do a sit-up. Okay, now I'm going to lift, open, and then bring it back down. Sit up, and back down. Sit up, and back down. So I'm probably not going to get a ton of these in because there's so many movements to it. But I'm going to try. Doing that sit-up with the weight on your chest is no joke. Good job. All right. Okay, so that was the last one of those. Okay, so we're going to start all over again. Okay, so we're going to start with that bridge again. Okay, so put that weight in the hand. Get the feet where you want them. Okay, here we go. Switch the weight. So we have to remember that we're doing this 3 times, so that's why we don't do one side at a time. Or at least that's why I'm not doing one side at a time this time. I'm rushing, I have to slow down. Good. I want to get a good clam in there. And the longer you leave that tush up, the better. That's not a problem. Leaving your arm up is also good. It's not like it has to come down real quick. Okay, weight comes down. Put it in the middle. And we're going to do the side leg raise with the rope. Nice row. Good. Nice, we're almost there. All right, so turning over, and we're going to get the sit-up with the leg raises. So remember, we do that sit-up first. Okay, sit-up, leg raise, open. I'm trying to get my knees to be straighter and not fall over. That's tough. Okay, perfect. Okay, so there we go. And we're going to start all over again with that bridge, okay? Last round with the bridge. Remember, we're going to alternate. We're going to do that clam. So chest press, clam, switch sides, chest press, come down, chest press, come down, chest press. Got to get the rhythm again. I keep wanting to open those legs up when I'm not supposed to, but I'm going to get it. Find that rhythm I want. There we go. Switch sides, open, close, switch sides, come down, up, open, close, switch sides. All right. Next one, side leg raise. Fire hydrant. Pull up through the belly. Don't let it sag. Don't do this. I want pulled up through the belly. Okay. And our row. Other side. Have a bad habit of wanting to look at my leg raise up, and I don't know why that is. I guess I've just always done that. You don't need to look back and look at your knee while it's going up. I guess I want to make sure it's there, but obviously it is. All right, so last one, sit up. Okay, so we're going to sit up and do those leg raises. Okay, here we go. Sit up, open, close. job. So then we'll have only one more round of exercise after this. All right. Okay. Good job. So let's get a drink of water before we stand up, if you're close enough to your water. And we're going to do our last 3 exercises standing. All righty. Are you ready? If you need more time, you can pause. Okay, so we're going to do a curtsy lunge, and we're going to do a bicep curl to a row. So let's see how that works, okay? So I'm going to do opposite arm. So we're going to go curtsy, row, switch. 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 There you go. So I like to open that leg up so I have some tension on it when I'm doing my row, okay? I think I just did the wrong hand, didn't I? Let's try it again. Curtsy, row, switch. I started thinking too much. All right, so now we're going to do an alternating knee lift with an overhead press. So I'm going to put it in my left hand, and I'm going to bring that right knee up. So I'm going to bring it here, and I'm just going to bring my knee up and back down. Switch sides. Knee up, and then back down. So that band is going to add that tension on that leg. So it's going to probably want to make that weight curl a little bit, or the band curl, so you have to think about what's going on. So on one side it doesn't curl, on the other side it does. Maybe because I lift it higher, I don't know. I doubt it. But it's a nice balance move, so don't feel like you have to do it super fast. It's nice to be able to balance. All right, and then the next one, we're going to do a squat with a little bit of a side leg raise and a bicep curl to a side out press. Okay, so this one's pretty fun. Okay, so we're going to do squat, side leg raise, bicep curl, and then out, and then switch. Squat, side leg raise, bicep curl, and then out. Okay, so that is really tough for me. So just so you know, squat, side leg raise, bicep curl, out, and then back in. Switch sides, squat, side leg raise, bicep curl, back out and in. Switch sides, squat, side leg raise, bicep curl, out and back in. So I did these the other day, but I did it with a 5-pound weight, and they were my elbows were much happier with that 5-pound weight. Okay, that's our 3 exercises. So let's go through the rest of them. Let's do them again, okay? So we're going to do the curtsy. So I'll start with this leg. Alrighty, let's try to make it look pretty. Curtsy, row. Curtsy, row. Curtsy, row. Curtsy, row. That's better. Kind of get into a rhythm of it. Now think about what the other hand is doing while you're holding the weight in the other hand. It has a purpose also. It's there for balance, okay? So it shouldn't just be hanging loose by your side. There, I'll finish that one out. Okay, so this is the knee up. So I'm gonna balance on one side, lift that weight up. Okay, here we go. And then I'll switch sides. Up, and switch sides. Up, and switch sides. Up, and switch sides. Good job. Working on stability, so important. Your shoes have a lot to do with how stable you are. Good. Okay. And our last one. Okay, so we're going to do, what are we going to do? A squat with side legs. Okay, and then our little bicep curl with that out to the side. Like I said, if you need to change weights for this one, if I had another weight, I would do that. But I don't have one. Right here. Otherwise, I'd get a lighter weight. That arm is okay. It's just this arm doesn't like it. But like I said, I'm working on that. Gotta get healthy. You gotta work with yourself. You know, don't ignore problems until they cause you too much heartache, right? I gotta remember to switch sides when I do that. Oops. Almost forgot that part. All right, one more round and then we're done. Okay. Okay, so our curtsy. Let's do our curtsy. I kind of like this one. This one's kind of pretty, right? Pretty move. And we have to make it pretty though. And when Joy forgets the heck she's doing on one side, it doesn't help. And then I mess you up. That doesn't help either, does it? Nope. Good job. Oh, so good. Less than 3 minutes left. Good job, almost there. It's gonna be any second now. Okay, good job. Balance move. Feeling it. Okay, up we go. Good. Keep going. Perfect. Okay. Oh. Okay, one more. Okay, squat. Okay, side leg raise. Good job. Switch sides. Squat, side leg raise. Okay, switch sides. I can do it. That side's starting to feel really good. This side's thinking about it. Oh, trying to get that done too quick, aren't I? All right, let's go ahead, take that off, get yourself a drink of water, and we'll cool down. All right, so let's stretch. So we're gonna take a deep breath in and bring the hands behind you, exhale. Okay, let's do a nice little back bend to start with. Just relax that back, bend the knees just a little bit, stay nice and balanced, open the chest. Nice inhale, good. Okay, exhale, slide the hands around the front. Okay, we're gonna go into a half fold, so hands right above the knees, nice flat back, head above the heart. Good job. Okay, now round the back, tuck in the chin a little bit, and let's roll all the way up. Bring yourself all the way up. Let's do a little half moon, a little crescent moon here. Oh, now let's take it to the other side. Oh, good job. Excellent. All right, let's take one foot back. Press through. Let's put that weight in the front. Good job. So you have a little weight in the back, most of the weight's in the front. Pressing through that heel in the back. Okay, now we're going to turn the foot out to the side. We're going to bring the arms up. Okay, slide that back hand down the back of the leg until you're on your hamstring. And then you're going to look up at that top hand. So nice little back bend here. Good job. And then we're going to bring that hand down right on top of the leg, and then we're going to reach up. So if you can't look at that hand, look out to the side, okay, so if it bothers your neck. And then we're going to rotate everything to the front, including the toe and the heel, and we're going to step forward. Good job. Then we're going to change sides. Okay, so whenever we come back, remember we're always thinking that this heel needs to be behind this shoulder and the other heel needs to be behind this shoulder. So we don't want a tightrope walk. Good. Okay, so we're going to put the weight in the front. Pushing through the heel in the back though. Good. Giving it a nice stretch. Maybe you need to wiggle it back a little bit more in order to feel that stretch. Okay, we're going to take our forearm, slide it down, rotate, looking up at that top hand or across the room. Nice. Okay, now we're going to slowly come up. We're going to turn that back toe out, bring ourselves into a nice warrior two. Okay, that back hand's going to slide down the back of your thigh onto your hamstring. As you reach up with that front hand, you're going to try to look at that top hand there. It doesn't need to wiggle around. I'm showing you. I'm looking at that hand. Good. Now we're going to turn ourselves back to the front, put our weight in that front leg, and step ourselves forward. Good job. Okay, we're going to slowly just rotate from side to side. Good job. And you're going to give yourself a big hug. Big hug. Lift those elbows up. And pretend you're taking off a sweater. Right? Let's do it again. This time, let's see if you can put the other arm on top. Okay? Sorry, there's a fly. And lift the elbows up. Take off the sweater. Nice and slow. Roll the shoulders down and back. Stand up nice and straight. That's right. Okay, we're going to lift one heel, then the other. Going through the toes. Think about your toes. Think about the bottoms of your feet. Good. Okay, now we're going to roll the arms out and then back up. Out and back up. So palms are up. And then your palms are to the back of the room. Palms are up. Palms are to the back of the room. Palms are up. And one more time. Palms are to the back of the room. Let's just hold them there for a second or two. Stretch out through those elbows. For all those exercises that we did, that bicep curl. Okay, relax the arms, shake them out. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale down. Let's do it 2 more times. 1 more time. All right, this is Joy from Enjoy Fitness 43. Thank you for being with me today. I'll see you next time when we work out. Have a great day.